Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing today? I pray all is well with you and your families. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Nancy, and today I am talking about the noises inside your head. I'm going to share with you guys how I overcame my noises, and hopefully you can learn one or two things from this. And again guys, the stories that I share with you in this channel are for those individuals who experience sexual trauma as a child. You will be able to relate maybe to what I'm talking about, to understand where I'm coming from, and maybe you learn something from my story, because these traumas are so situational based, it's individual based. Maybe what worked for me might not work for you, so it's just a matter of sharing my story. And if you want to try some things that I tried, hey, it's good to try something else. I experienced so many noises which had so many different faces, but I'm just gonna share with you the four top noises that I experienced that gave me a hard time. First, it was that noise of shame, always condemning me like it was my fault, telling me I was unclean, I was defiled, I was a reject, telling me to hide myself so that nobody knows about this thing. It was just after my identity. That's why it became so hard for me to find me. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do in life, who I was, because I had believed this voice of shame that was telling me that, you know what, I was never going to be good enough. I was just worthless. That's one. Second was the voice of fear. This noise, this one made me anxious all the time. I was very uncomfortable around people. People made me nervous. I'll be around people, but inside I was just trembling with fear of the unknown, really. What if they see? What if they know? So it was always something, always doubting, always afraid of what they can find out about me. So the noise will always make me be defensive and be resistant to change, because I felt like if I don't put my guard up, I will get hurt. So that noise will always tell you to always be in that defensive mode all the time. You will keep on self-sabotaging yourself and missing opportunities, because that voice, that noise will be telling you, well, you won't be able to do it. The worst part of it all is that it will tell you that your dysfunction is normal, because it has been normalized. Something that wasn't supposed to be normalized at first, it becomes normal to people. Oh, she has short temper. Oh, that's how she is. And that's not it. Yeah, you would think that, you know, seeing a child with anger issues or extreme cleaning issues will be a telltale sign that something is wrong. But, you know, depending with where you grew up and the environment you grew up in, things like that is not something that is imagined or expected. I don't know, maybe it's because everything is so secretive. Maybe that's why it's not common. So it's easy to make an abnormal situation normal like that. I'm not sure, but yeah, you can't blame the adults and everyone around you for, you know, it's just something that I can't explain. I can't explain, like, if do adults see something and they just are afraid to dig deeper? I'm not sure. And I once read this book. I don't know. It said that fear was the cause of back issues. I'm not sure how true that is. I'm gonna read more about that. I don't know what book was that. I forgot the book, but they were saying back issues are related to fear, internal fear that's inside. And I was just thinking about, when the back issues that I have, is that still fear in my back? What's going on, you know? Anyways, number 3, bitterness. Guys, bitterness, this noise is a silent killer. Yeah, this bitterness will have your perpetrator in chains, but the jail cell is inside your own heart. So while you are trying to let go or forgive, you can't, because that perpetrator is just right inside your heart. So bitterness is just whispering, making noises. Never forgive him. Never forgive him. And it's also that bitterness of, let's say, if you told adults that were supposed to maybe have did something but they didn't, you have bitterness against them because you are now thinking, why didn't they do anything? I told them. Why didn't they tell my parents? They were the adults. Why didn't they act on it? Why did they choose to make this a secret? So that's bitterness just growing and growing and growing inside your heart. As it grows, it becomes so difficult to forgive anyone. You'll be easily offended, and then it hardens your heart. Your heart becomes so hard because of this bitterness. And there was that noise from guilt. The guilt of, why didn't I scream on that day? Why did I remain numb? Why? It's the guilt of just blaming yourself. Maybe it was my fault. I should have told my parents. Why didn't I tell my parents? Why? That guilt will eat you up. It will make you be very insecure about yourself, about every decision you make, and then it will make you be obsessed on something. For me, the obsession came in cleaning. It became my obsession because the guilt rampage that is going on inside will just want you to be, or to put that energy somewhere. So it can be that obsession, or it can be addiction. So either those things is now gonna come because of that guilt in your head. I should have. Why didn't I? So this guilt will make you second guess yourself again and again and again. So I got sick and tired of these noises inside my head, and how I silenced these noises was I had to go at the bottom of each issue. I had to ask hard questions and be honest with myself, really honest with myself. Why do I feel worthless? What made me worthy before? Is it my innocence that was taken that was worthy to me? Is this the reason why I feel worthless? So I would ask these questions and go deeper, like, why am I feeling worthless really? Why? And I had to be ready to receive those answers. What am I afraid of now? Not the past, because of course the past have already happened. Why am I in fear right now? Is it my kids? Am I afraid that it will happen to my kids? But why then am I afraid of that? Is there somebody in the house that I'm afraid that they will do the same thing to my daughter? No. So why am I afraid? So I started just going deeper and deeper with the issue to see exactly, why am I still in fear? Why do I have this perpetrator in my heart? What do I really want to happen? What do I really want to see happen to him? Is it revenge that I want? Okay, if I want revenge, what type of revenge I want? And once I tell myself the revenge I wanted to see, then I would ask myself, is it doable? Then what? Is this going to go away? If the answer is no, then I'm like, okay, so what else? What else is causing you to keep holding this person in your heart? Why can't you let go of him and forgive and just move on? So I would ask these questions, and I will try to wait for an answer or have an answer or no answer, but I'll keep on asking and just jotting it down in my journals. That's why journaling will be important when you start asking these questions, because you want to see where your mindset is and what you are thinking at that moment. My journals, I said it before, it started as a horror movie of what I wanted to do to my perpetrator. But as I kept on writing and journaling, it became, I don't know, softer and softer and nicer until I don't have anything anymore to say or anything, really anything to do to him, you know. The other thing is, why am I insecure? I would ask that. What's making me insecure right now? Am I still insecure when I'm around people? Will that change anything if I tell my parents? When my parents were still alive, I would say, okay, tell them on the phone. I couldn't do it. So I would ask myself, so if you cannot do it, then why are you still battling with this guilt? So you can't do it, so let it go. Then, you know, even when they came here, I would want to tell them, but then I'll be like, I don't want to be the one to kill my parents, because they would have been brokenhearted with the love they tried to show their people, and yet one of them betrayed them. So I couldn't do it. So I had to tell myself, if I cannot do it, then I have to let go. Let go of this guilt, because really it won't change anything. So, you know, going through those ups and downs of questioning myself and whatever made me go to the root of the matter. Digging deeper and asking questions made me to go to the bottom of the issue, to be in touch with the voices that were talking in my head, and be able to get the answers that I was looking for, that were behind the pain. So it made me move. It gave me those steps that I needed. I was moving forward, although there were baby steps, but I was moving forward. I was making progress. I was no longer stationary. But running and resisting the truth will make you stay in that suffering. Because this noise, what it's doing is it wants to cripple you, to make you stay in that pain, it's telling you that there's no hope. It wants you to keep that photograph memory of that event so that you can replay it every day. And that's a painful thing to do, to keep on replaying that event again and again. Every day you are triggered. Then that memory, that photograph memory of that event that maybe lasted, I don't know, let's say 30 minutes, it becomes a 1-second movie, because it's so ingrained in your memory. It flashes every time so that you can just stay there. Look what happened to you. You can't move. Then you stay in your pain, and it just goes again. And that's a very painful thing to do. So make it your goal to erase that image. Erase those beliefs, those lies that were created, and just hearken to the truth. And what is the truth? The truth is God's truth. What does God say who I am? The truth is, you can be healed, you can be delivered, you can be set free. The truth is, you can forgive him or her or them. You can forgive. The truth is, God can give you a new heart and a new and right spirit. And the truth is, God is able, and he will make you capable to do it. He will transform you. You will be able to do this. But you have a part to play. It just don't happen unless God grace you with a miracle. You know, I wanted a miracle. I just didn't want to go into this journey of healing. I wanted a miracle. I wanted a miracle. Let's do it right here, right now, and let's get over with. But it didn't happen like that to me. So if it doesn't happen like that to you, then you have to put in some work. You have to just get rid of the noises. I mean, all the noises. There's the noises of the music, noises of the movies. I'm not saying don't listen to your music or watch your favorite movies. I'm just saying limited to, if you were like a binge watching movie person like I did, where the whole entire day which I'm off, I'll be watching movie for maybe 5-6 hours. I'm just on the TV. Now you're gonna do it maybe like 1 hour, 2 hours. That's it. That's the max. Then the rest of the day you're doing something else, which is trying to take in something that will heal you. So you have to remove those noises. The other noise you have to remove is that busyness. This noise is a noise in action. It doesn't talk, but it works. It likes working a lot, staying busy. That's a noise because it shows that you are running from something. So you are just taking upon yourself different works, maybe shifts, or whether school, whatever it is, you're just overloading yourself with things to do. If you're home, you can't settle down. You are just cleaning, doing this, doing A, B, C, D. You're just busy, too busy. It means it's a noise that you're trying to it's a noise speaking to you. That addiction, it's a noise also because it's trying for you to fill yourself with something, because it's so loud inside, so you want to numb or to quiet the noises that's happening inside you. So you pick up an addiction, whether it's shopping, drinking, whatever it is. It's an addiction that is just trying to silence the noise that's happening inside you. So you need to now recognize what addiction is that and start working on it, because once you recognize it and you put it on in the light, it's easy to stop that addiction. Impatience will make you want to feel the quietness or the waiting with something else. So you become very impatient, and which contributes to irritation, which contributes to other problems. So that impatience is a noise, and it's something that you would have to work on, because everything that you're gonna encounter in this journey is just gonna require your patience. So these are some of the noises that I had to tackle myself, and it took me a very long time to get it. You making those steps, just making an effort consistently and not giving up, it will create room for the truth to enter your heart. Even if it's a small little move, that small little move is just going to create that space for God to enter your heart. And once that space is created, you'll find out that the materials you were reading, whether it's books or research, whatever you were reading, it starts making sense. The change, it starts getting better to implement. You start seeing results. The sermons start entering your heart and changing you little by little. It just starts making sense. You begin to let go and let God, trust in Him, begin to love you, begin to trust you, trust in God, loving people, and you begin to be present, because your presence will, all this time, would have been missing in action. Although you are there, but you are missing. You will start being present with people, like really present. The torment of your past will start to disappear, and forgiveness will enter your heart, and then you will begin to forgive. You know, although it's a slow process, but you moving to that forgiveness shows that forgiveness is now in your heart. Your heart is being softened now, or you are being given a new heart. And then before you know it, you have forgiven that perpetrator, or forgiven whoever or them. You can do it. He is able. If he did it for me, you surely can do it for you. So this is it for today, guys. I hope you learn 1 or 2 things from today's video. Thanks for watching. You have a blessed, wonderful week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.